you want to do a question?
Let's do a question. Do you want to help someone? Do you want to change someone's life?
Do I want to help someone? Yes,
Yeah.
I do. I do want to change a life, even if slightly for the better.
Changing a life might be...
changing a life is a bit much.
That's biting a bit more than maybe I
it's a
do.
bit.
But I'm going to answer a question that's going to maybe help someone. I don't know if it's going to change their life.
Do you want to convey pomposity?
I don't. Let's just answer a question to the best of our abilities. Let's answer a question
to the best of our abilities, and hopefully it'll help someone. That's what I hope.
All right. You ready? I'm going to look over here, but I'm still paying attention. It's just on this screen.
I know how this works.
Okay. My parents are trying to convince me to compromise with discrimination in school. I, 16, male to female, have been transitioning for 6 years now. I have been out since a very young age, and I have passed for quite a long time. In the state I live in, it is a state law that trans people be allowed to use correct bathrooms in schools. I already went through a fight with my school to ensure that this is enforced, and now I'm taking a career tech at another school and having the same issue. The school wants to give me a gender-neutral bathroom to use instead of the proper one, and my family is mad that I don't want to compromise. I have no reason to compromise right now. Any compromise I make will be moving backwards from what I already have. They keep trying to guilt me, threaten me, and scream at me that I need to accept that change takes time. I know change takes time, but it's already progressed far enough here that I don't need to compromise. They have tried every trick in the book, and I won't budge, and now they're trying to continue to shame me. What the fuck is wrong with them?
Yeah, don't compromise one bit. You don't need to. The law is the law. Like, that's the thing, is like, there was a point in time, and even now, like, depending on the state you live in, you might not be able to do stuff like that, and that would be a privilege what they're giving you. But you don't live there, and the law got passed, and if the school's not fucking abiding by them, not only should you make them do it, you should get a fucking lawyer, one of any number of free pro bono lawyers that work for us for this specific instance, to sue the living shit out of the school system and get millions of dollars, and don't give your parents a red cent of it. What's really crazy is like that your parents are working against you.
That's weird.
Because they're probably getting phone calls from the school or something, and it's like, and they're probably getting misgendering phone calls. Like, it's like, your son won't use the gender neutral bathroom we provided for him, instead of trying to go to the girls' room. It's like this person has been trying to, is in what, high school? So like at the oldest 17, 18, been transitioning for 6 years, longer than you or me.
What's weird to me is like the parents have been supportive, it seems like.
Yeah, I mean, if they've already transitioned, it's like,
they're 16 now, and they've been doing it for 6 years.
6 years, that's since 10. Since 10. They were helping the whole way. So what are they doing?
But also, to go back to what you said, like the thing where change takes time, like the law, there's already a law.
The change did take time. It took 2,000 years, and we got it. So take it and grab it with both hands and use it and bludgeon them over the head with it if you have to. Take it, use it, insist upon it.
What's with your parents? I don't know. I feel like a lot of times, like allies, and they'll tell you they support you, and they'll write all this stupid shit about how brave you are for being your stuff. But when you ask them to do like concrete things to help you,
or even the smallest things, all the parents have to do is not fuck it up. You're not asking your parents to do anything. Why are your parents starting a fight with you to like use a different bathroom in the school? What business is it of theirs? Like, at all. And the only thing I can think of is you bring it up, and instead of them being sympathetic to you, they're like, well, why don't you just go along to get along? You're making things totally hard on yourself. And I'm going to take a step back from my paladin sort of justice rage. Probably your parents do have somewhat of a valid point from a very specific perspective. Pick and choose your battles is essentially what they're probably ultimately saying. You could fight this. You could make a thing of it and make that your mission, and you could, punch your way uphill and do all that stuff. You could just use the fucking gender neutral bathroom. You're going to be out of there in 2 years. Who cares? Save yourself the headache. But that's where they're coming from. But they're coming from the position of cis people that never had to get shit on like this before.
Yeah. And you're doing this for the next kid
The next kid, you have to do this now so they know that they can't get away with that bullshit.
Also, just to put it out there, Gavin Grimm, who was a student in Virginia when I lived there, sued the state and, sued the school board and got $1.3 million. So
there you go.
I would say if it's already a law, they're probably gonna cave before it gets to the point that they're paying you $1.3 million. But sometimes you just have to fight.
But once you get a lawyer involved, the money's coming one way or another.
That lawyer's gonna get that money. The
lawyer gonna get that money. Win. If you have to get a lawyer, all you have to do is look up whatever transgender legal network. Like you can do a Google search in your area.
ACLU, the transgender law center.
If the law is that you are able to use the correct bathroom,
open and shut case.
It's an open shut case.
Open and shut.
Literally every state that is reasonably progressive has a transgender advocacy law group that has lawyers that do pro bono work. Because as a lawyer, part of qualifying for the bar is you have to do a certain amount of pro bono work. And pro bono means for free. They have to work for free. And many lawyers choose this as their cause to do, and because it's a real good cause and it's a no-brainer. So you can get a really, really good lawyer. And there's teams. They have whole teams of lawyers that do this exact thing for this stuff. And you can look that up in your local area. The one up north in Seattle was called Q-Law.
I'm just going to go out and say this 16-year-old probably knows how to use Google to find a free lawyer.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, you probably know. But for everyone else, that's not 16 and maybe isn't living in such a great state. It's like you do have that right to use the bathroom. Yeah, not in every state, which is the sad truth.
I use whatever bathroom I want in whatever state I go to.
I'm saying, yes, you do, but like in a place like Florida, like you can go to jail for it.
They're not doing that just yet.
They're not doing that just yet.
I go to all the women's restrooms in Florida, and I pee on the seats. Let them know what's what.
That's terrible. I hate that. Why would you do that?
I'm just joking. I actually don't stand when I use a public restroom.
Well, but women pee on the seats all the fucking time. Cis women do. Every fucking public bathroom I go to, there's pee everywhere. And at first, I was wondering, like, how is this possible? But I know now how it is, and they squat. There's already pee on the seats, and they don't want to touch the seats, so they squat and they pee, and they just gets all over the fucking seat. It's like, but if you're gonna do that, you might as well lift the seat. Jesus Christ, right?
Fight for your rights.
Stand up for yourself.
I do want to say one last thing, and then we're going to go.
Yeah, I have one more thing to say, too.
God damn it. I'm going to let you go first so I get the last word for once.
Yeah, I want you to get the last word. The one more thing that I was going to say is I think the best solution for this specific scenario is to just quit bringing it up to your parents. Just leave them out of it. They're not going to support you on this. And you're just adding more of a headache to yourself. They've already supported you. They're good enough. Like just save yourself the trouble. Just leave that between you and the school. Or not. Like, do whatever you want. You're 100% in the right here. Like, you're 100% in the right. But to save yourself the headache.
That was a great last word there.
Quit bringing it up to your parents.
Here's the real last word from me. We're giving you this advice, but honestly, what I tell everyone is you have to do what you feel comfortable doing. Right. Not everyone is made to like us to be to put ourselves out here this much and like be open and be public about it and like performing on stage and doing stuff. And not everyone is equipped or ready to like be the focal point of a court case like this. So if you want to fight for yourself, then you should fight for yourself. But if and this isn't necessarily this person, because it sounds like this person's going to fight for themselves. But if you're in a situation like a fighter already, and you're not there for the fight, like you don't have to feel like you're less than if you're not up for that fight, because that does take a certain personality. True. Everything everyone does takes a certain personality.
Not everyone's a frontline soldier.
Not everyone's the same. Yeah. So good luck. Let us know how you do it. Anyone else?
Let us know how this goes. Like, that'd be great. I'd love to
hear how that went. So
me too.
Thanks for joining us. I hope we gave some good answers. I don't know if we changed any lives there, but hey, go out there and
we made a few little better. I'll bet even
fight for yourself.
I'll bet even if we didn't change anything directly, I bet we did inspire a few more people elsewhere. Be like, Yeah, fuck that. I shouldn't have to compromise because you don't have to compromise. You don't have to. Like
right.
You don't have to, and
But
you shouldn't.
wait, you're going into this now. You're going into the place where I'm not getting the last word. You're
right. You're right.
Lilith,
do what Lilith said. But also, if you have a question, please send it to us. That's a good thing. Send it to us at we're at the transverse.net. There's a way to contact us on there, or just leave a comment. Leave a comment in the section. Leave a comment and ask us your questions, and we will definitely try to answer it because we want to hear from you. We want actual questions. I mean, these are real questions from real people, but we want people that want to know what we have to think about certain things. So we love you. Thank you. Glad to be here.
Stay strong. Peace out, everyone.